Simple English News. Breaking news in simple English.
This video brings today's world news in simple English. It is made for English beginners who want real news with simple English. You can learn English and understand the world at the same time. Sanae Takaichi is the new Prime Minister of Japan. She recently decided to have a big election. This was a big chance for her and her party. The election was very successful for Sanae Takaichi. Her party is the Liberal Democratic Party. People often call it the LDP. In the election, her party won 316 seats. There are 465 seats in total in the government. This means she has a very large majority. Most leaders in Japan do not have this many seats. In the past, Japan had many different prime ministers. They changed very often, like a revolving door. Now, Takaichi has a lot of power in the country. Now, people are asking a very important question. What will Takaichi do with all this power? She wants to help the Japanese economy grow faster. For many years, the economy in Japan was very slow. It has been a problem for a long time. Japan has many difficult problems to solve right now. The economy is growing very slowly every year. Japan also has a very large public debt. This means the government owes a lot of money. It is the largest debt in the whole world. Another problem is the people in Japan. The population is getting older and older every year. There are fewer young people to work in the country. Some people think Takaichi can change these big problems. She wants to change how the Japanese economy works. Japan has the fourth largest economy in the world. People who invest money are watching her very closely. A man named Tamahiko Taniguchi is a policy advisor. He thinks Takaichi will lead Japan in the right direction. He says Japan can be an example for the world. Many other countries also have many old people. If Takaichi is successful, other countries can learn from Japan. Takaichi promised to spend more money to help the country. She wants to invest money in many important industries. She believes this will make the economy grow fast. This plan is different from the leaders before her. Takaichi wants to cut taxes for the people. She wants people to have more money to spend. She says that growth is more important than saving money. At first, the people in the markets were worried. They did not know how she would pay for this. But her big win in the election changed their minds. Now, many investors feel more confident about the future. After she won on Sunday, the markets were very happy. Investors started to do something called the Takaichi trade. They are buying many shares in Japanese companies. They are also selling the Japanese currency called the yen. The value of the yen is also going up now. For some people, a strong yen is a very good thing, but the situation is actually very complicated for Japan. When Takaichi became the prime minister, interest rates went up. These are the rates the government pays to borrow money. This is a big worry for many global investors. Japan has a very large debt to pay back. If Takaichi spends more and cuts taxes, Japan needs more money. The government will have to borrow more money from the markets. The bond market in Japan is very large and important. Small changes in Tokyo can affect the whole world. It can change how much it costs to borrow money. Investors are also looking at interest rates very carefully. The Bank of Japan is trying to change its rules. For many years, interest rates in Japan were very low. Now the bank wants to control the rising prices. This rise in prices is called inflation. For example, the price of rice changed a lot. In 2025, the price of rice became 2 times higher. This is a big shock for the people of Japan. They are used to prices staying the same for years. Sometimes prices in Japan even went down in the past. High prices were a big part of the election. Voters feel poorer because things cost more money now. High prices were a problem for the leader before Takaichi. Takaichi wants to cut taxes to help Japanese families. This might help people in the short term. However, some experts say this is a dangerous path. One professor says that spending more money causes more inflation. If there is more inflation, the cost of living goes up. He thinks the government should let interest rates go up. This would help to fight the high prices. He also thinks the government should spend less money. This would make the investors in the market feel happy. When interest rates are low, foreign investors do not come. If foreign investors do not come, the yen becomes weak. A weak yen makes things from other countries very expensive. This includes important things like food and energy. But a weak yen can also help some companies. It helps companies that sell things to other countries. It is a very difficult balance for Takaichi to keep. She must be very careful to get the growth she promised. There are also other challenges for the new prime minister. One very big challenge is the population of Japan. The number of people in Japan is getting smaller. The number of workers is also getting smaller every year. Japan is now one of the oldest societies on Earth. This puts a lot of pressure on the government. They must pay for healthcare and care for old people. There are not enough workers in many different jobs. Construction companies and farms need more workers. Hospitals and hotels also need more people to work. When there are fewer workers, the economy cannot grow. Some people think immigration could help this problem. Immigration means people moving from other countries to Japan. The government has changed some rules to help this. The number of foreign workers in Japan is rising, but Japan still has fewer foreign workers than Europe. Takaichi says she will not change immigration rules much. This is because immigration is a very sensitive topic. Many people who support her do not want more immigration. Takaichi says Japan should use new technology instead. She wants to use robots and automation in factories. She also wants more women and older people to work. This would help the country produce more things. But many economists say this might not be enough. They think Japan really needs more workers from other countries. Other rich countries have used foreign workers for a long time. This helps their economies keep running every day. Some people say Japan does not like to change. This makes it hard to start new and better things. But Japan needs to change very quickly now. China is now much larger and stronger than Japan. Other countries like Vietnam are also growing very fast. China is the biggest trading partner for Japan. Japan buys and sells many goods with China. This is very important for Takaichi's new economic plan. Japan needs to sell things to other countries to grow. But there are some problems between Japan and China. They have some disagreements about trading certain materials. These materials are used for electric cars and phones. Takaichi wants Japan to depend less on China. She wants to make important medicines in Japan. She is also trying to be friends with Donald Trump. She agreed to spend more money on the military. This is a very big change for Japan's rules. Japan usually has rules that focus only on peace. Takaichi thanked Donald Trump for his kind words. She said she wants to visit the White House soon. She thinks the alliance with the United States is very strong. She believes this alliance is the most important thing. It helps Japan stay safe and keep its economy strong. But Japan cannot completely stop working with China. One professor says Japan must be friends with both powers. This is a smart way to handle a difficult situation. China is also having some problems with its own economy. Takaichi is following the ideas of her mentor, Shinzo Abe. Shinzo Abe was a very famous prime minister. He wanted to spend a lot of money to help growth. He also wanted to keep interest rates very low. But the world was different when Abe was the leader. At that time, prices in Japan were not going up. The Japanese yen was very strong back then. Also, China was not as powerful as it is today. Takaichi faces bigger problems than Shinzo Abe did. Japan is older now than it was 10 years ago. The economy is still not growing very fast. The world is now a very different and difficult place. Takaichi has a big win and a lot of power. Now everyone is watching to see if she can succeed. She has a very difficult job to do for Japan. She must find a way to make the economy strong again. She also must keep the country safe in a changing world. The future of Japan depends on her new plans. Thanks for watching today's Easy English News. Please subscribe to get the latest updates every day. See you in the next video.